Hey everybody, it's Deb. How's it going? Welcome to my channel, Free Spirit Intention, and today we're going to do a reading for the Scorpio Collective. Anywhere that you have Scorpio in your chart are welcome. Cross watchers are welcome. And we're going to be using the Sacred Soul Shadows Oracle deck. And let's see what comes out for you. So, for the Scorpio Collective, angels, archangels, spirit guides, please guide the Scorpio Collective to their highest good, what they need to see. Please guide them for their greatest good, what they need to know. This is for Sunday. Please guide. And what is their energy? Guide them to their highest good. Whoa, okay. Here we go. Oh, almost lost the whole deck here. Everybody's doing good? We're doing good. Strecker's feeling pretty good today. Got cards everywhere all over the place. All right. So, we've got two cards that come out. Vulnerability, face hidden anxieties, insecurities head on, and don't let them control you. Vulnerabilities. Work right through them. You're vulnerable, okay? Understand you're vulnerable, but you can't let that keep you weighed down and not being able to, not keeping you stuck and not being able to move forward. That is a good, that's not a good thing. Lack of empathy, unable to truly understand others, leading to conflicts and lack of compassion. Sounds like a narcissist. Okay, so the first card is about being vulnerable. Face hidden anxieties and insecurities head on. Well, you know what? This lack of empathy, it could be that your vulnerability you put back in the back and you come off and you won't understand how anybody else feels because you're so wrapped up in yourself being vulnerable. But let's see, we're gonna clarify vulnerability. See what comes out. Okay, this is for the Scorpio Collective. Anywhere that you have Scorpio in your chart, cross watchers are welcome. And let's see what's going to come out with vulnerability. All right, here we go. Angels, archangels, guardian angels, spirit guides, please guide Scorpio to their highest good, what they need to know about being vulnerable. Facing hidden anxieties. Let's see. What do they need to know? Please guide them to their highest good. Show them what they need to know to their highest good. For Scorpio, for Sunday. Please guide them to their highest good. Virgo. Let's see what we got. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Hermit. Hermit's all about going within. All your answers are within you. That's what's at the bottom of the deck. All your answers are within you, and they do say face hidden anxieties and insecurities head on. So you go inside to find your answers. We just happen to have 3 cards, okay. First of all, we've got the Page of Cups in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse. Where's my glasses? Okay. Page of Cups in reverse. Flatterer, selfish, deviation from the path, naive, irrational, daydreaming, immature. Okay. We've got the Ace of Wands, upright. Take actions on your ideas. Will to create, energy, inspiration, creation, force, strength, gain. Now remember, this is all about being vulnerable. And the last one you've got is justice. Use your intuition to set your moral compass. Truth, clarity, cause and effect, eternal justice, balance, fairness, accountability. Okay. A lot of times when we don't want to face vulnerability because we feel that it makes us weak. The point being is what they're trying to say to you is face it, understand it, and you will be able to move forward. If you constantly keep it back and even hidden from your own self, you're going to find that you can't move forward. You can't figure out what you need to do. And in order to succeed, you have to know, you have to deal with these things head on. You have to deal with your insecurities head on, or it's going to keep holding you back. Excuse me, guys. I don't know what this is all about. Okay. No, it's all good. It's all good. I'm sorry. You'll have to excuse me. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. That's cool. Nothing drastic. So, like I said, selfish. A lot of times when you don't deal with those, you become very selfish because all you're thinking about is, even if it's consciously or subconsciously, you're not dealing with what you need to deal with. You're not dealing with the innermost turmoil that's going on in your head. Lack of empathy, unable to truly understand others, leading to conflicts, and a lack of compassion. Of course, these two have a habit of coming in hand, because when you are vulnerable and you keep yourself stuck because you won't deal with it, you will not show any empathy towards anybody else because you're so wrapped up in your own self. Let's see how they clarify this. You see what I'm saying? If you don't have any kind of compassion, empathy for anybody, because you're so wrapped up in the anxiety of your own self, it's wild how those two cards, oh, here we go. Okay, guard against deceit and concealment, dishonesty, betrayal, strategy, tactics, trickery, low self-esteem. Again, and that's also a lack of empathy. If you have low self-esteem, if you can't feel for yourself, how do you figure that you can feel for anybody else? You're so wrapped up in your own self, and you can't. That has nothing to do with vulnerability. When you're wrapped up in your own self, a lot of times it's nothing hidden. You just think that they didn't give me that, so I'm not going to show any empathy for them. Yeah, it's just an ongoing circle. Nobody wins, and you sure as hell everybody loses when people are like that. So, guard against deceit, leading to conflict and lack of compassion. Deceit will do that. Okay, let's see what we got. We have the Nine of Cups, which I told you before. The Nine of the Cups are love, and that is basically getting close to the selfishness. This is in reverse, guys. Greed, materialism, mistakes, imperfections. Yes, lack of empathy. Yeah. It's all about you. It's all about how you feel. It's all about being selfish. That's what both of those cards are all about. And then you have the Two of Pentacles. That's your finances. Find balance in your life to build your success. Balance, adaptability, change in circumstances, argumentative, wandering. It's like this. If you're a selfish and cruel person, or if you have that lack of empathy, sure, it might take you someplace that, like you might be, workaholic, you might be gun-ho into, and you're not letting anything affect you, but that has nothing to do with empathy. Empathy is about compassion and trying to understand, thinking outside the box, putting yourself in other people's shoes to understand their pain and loss, and understanding their dilemma and stuff. Because no matter what, be it good, bad, or indifferent, you could always, no matter what, every circumstance that you're involved in, if you take the time to look outside the box and see the perspective and think about it in a different way, you will be able to learn any kind of situation, be it good, bad, or indifferent. If you take the time to take a deep breath and see and think outside the box and think of the different ways that maybe the other person might have thought, or how they came to that conclusion, regardless if it's good, bad, or indifferent. That will, if you put yourself in somebody else's shoes, that will always, you would never have to worry about being compassionate or be empathize with other people's feelings. If you look outside the box and you put yourself in other people's shoes, you will always have compassion. Sometimes you might have too much, but it doesn't. But it's just telling you is you have to. Every situation has a reaction and has a decision, okay? It's up to you to decide. If you want to be somebody that can't get past their vulnerabilities, then you're going to stay in your box. If you're the kind of person that has a lack of empathy, you may grow, but you'll be totally self-absorbed. If you cannot feel what somebody else is feeling during their time of woe, sooner or later, you're going to get that same thing in return. So it's like anything, for the greatest good. You always try to understand. I'm not saying put your feelings in the back burner, but if you can see where other people are coming from, you'll have more communication, you'll have more understanding, and you'll be able to understand just exactly what they did, why they did it. And it might be something more than you can. It might be something that you can live with instead of just like ending a relationship or something. Okay, I always give 3 Archangel Oracle cards because I love this deck and because it always leaves the reading in a positive note, even if it's not a positive reading. This isn't a negative reading. It's just telling you that to make the world a better place, you have to get rid of the vulnerabilities that hold you back, and you have to always have compassion for your fellow person, animals, whatever. Keeping yourself closed up in a box will never get you to a place of love and understanding, regardless if it's with the people that you work with, people that your neighbors, people, loved ones, your children. Keep yourself in a box with no empathy, no compassion. Can you imagine what kind of life that you would lead? Everything would always be negative. Okay, so the first one is divine order, divine timing. It's Archangel Raguel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. Yeah, go outside the box and figure it out. Now, let me tell you something, which most of you probably know, because every time at the end of the reading, I always say this. If you want, the archangels are different from the guardian angels and other angels. The archangels have to stay in the heavenly realm, but they can send you. You have to invite them into your life for them to help you with different things. So, if you and they can't come down here. They cannot come down here, but they can give you hints and show you what path that they can light up the path for you to understand, which would be flickering of lights, would be numbers that are sequence, keeps going over and over the same numbers over and over again. The what else? Dreams. Dreams are a big thing. If you see them, if you see the same, if you're having recurring dreams, they are trying to show you something or tell you something. Just 1 minute, please. Just 1 minute. I'm sorry, guys. I just had to check on something really fast. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your reading. Okay. The next one is Hello from Heaven. Archangel Azrael. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feed their loving blessing and feel their loving blessings. I love this card. It always makes me think of my dad and my sisters and brothers and brother and my friends that are close to me. Hello from heaven. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. Yes. That's one thing when you get, well, it happens all your life, but one thing when you get older, you start losing your friends, your family, your siblings. Yeah. And the last card is Victory. Archangel Sandalphon, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Everything's in divine timing. Whenever the Lord decides that it's the best time or that you have learned what you needed to learn. So whatever he sends you can be something that helps you and helps you grow. Okay. Have you guys hugged your pets today? Let's all fight against animal abuse and the dog meat trade. And I thank you for your time. Peace be with you all. To the next time, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.